President Aquino today led the closing event of the $434 million compact, the grant agreement between the Philippine government and the United States government's Millennium Challenge Corporation. The ceremony was held in Malacanang. Rocky Ignacio has the details.
The Philippine government presented accomplishments under the Millennium Challenge account, which is set to close its $434 million compact grant agreement with the United States government Millennium Challenge Corporation. President Aquino led the Philippine government closing ceremonies held in Malacanang with cabinet and MMC officials. In a statement, the president emphasized that many Filipinos have benefited from the agreement that focuses on reducing poverty through economic growth by funding projects in tax administration reform, community-driven development, and roads rehabilitation. The grant was used to rehabilitate 222 kilometers of secondary national roads from Samar to Eastern Samar, farm-to-market roads, construction of classrooms, temporary shelters during disasters, and providing the priority needs of poor communities such as potable water system.
I have no qualms admitting now that my initial worries about the so-called limitations of the compact were unfounded. Apart from our countrymen in Samar benefiting from infrastructure development, millions of Filipinos across the archipelago have felt your support through the Department of Social Welfare and Development's Kalahi Seeds program. This helps communities spur local development through self-determined, designed, and implemented projects. Through the compact, $132 million went to 3,984 sub-projects, from community water systems, sanitation projects, and new school buildings, health stations, and access roads. The valuable truth at the heart of this endeavor: no one understands their needs better than the communities themselves. Our shared role has been to empower them. Because we have done that, millions of Filipino families are benefiting from ease of access to quality health care, a dependable supply of potable water, increased farm production, and more regular attendance to school, amongst many others.
A job well done, according to Dana Hyde, Chief Executive Officer of the Millennium Challenge Corporation. The 5-year MMC Compact was signed on September 2010 that intends to reduce poverty in the country.
These past 5 years have not been without their challenges. We know in 2013, Typhoon Yolanda brought unprecedented tragedy. But the Filipino people demonstrated a remarkable resiliency, and I am proud that MCC could be there to work alongside the people as they lay the foundations for a stronger future. As we look ahead, it is clear that this is an exciting time for the Philippines. Rapid and consistent economic growth over the past decade have confirmed that the Philippines has the ingredients for widely shared prosperity. That is why we are delighted to partner with the Philippines on a second compact. There you go. Focused on addressing market failures in the rural economy. MCC and the government of Philippines, under the leadership of Dr. Noel de Dios, are now working to define both the geographic focus for possible MCC investments as well as specific value chains that would most benefit.
Due to reforms, the MMC selected the Philippines to develop proposals for a second compact last December 2014 as recognition for the significant progress achieved under the first compact and its efforts to eradicate graft and corruption. With the remaining days of his leadership counting fast, the President reiterated yet again that good governance should be enforced as a policy by the succeeding administration.
Everyone who took part can take great pride in the fact that we were all good stewards. We chose to work together, we kept our word, and we were able to foster positive change. At the same time, and on a rather more personal note, I'm especially proud that we Filipinos did not rely on your assistance alone. On the contrary, the large-scale transformation of the Philippines you see today is the result of millions of Filipinos engaged in reform, determined to give rise to a better future for all. It is because of our countrymen that we have made unmatched investments in the Filipino people through health, education, and other social services. It is because of them that we have been able to reform tax collection and budgeting and institute transparency and accountability as hallmarks of government processes. It is because of our fellow Filipinos that we have transformed our country. This is not only a literal transformation of governance that empowers our people so that inclusive growth becomes more and more a reality, perhaps more importantly, there has also been a significant change in attitude. Now our people are empowered to participate, to speak out, and to demand good governance and true service from all succeeding administration.
For the People's Television, Rock Ignacio.